Jack Kelly with the Compliance Search Group, Compliance Exchange, our newsletter, Compliancex.com, and ComplianceJobs.com, our job board. Today, I want to go with the whole theme of some of these videocasts, these vlogs, that talk about what's happening in the industry, whether financial services or more just general corporate events, and how that impacts your job. Well, today we posted on Compliance Exchange a really interesting article. The Financial Times announced that 42,000 people had their jobs relocated from the city in London, in the UK, which is a central hub in Europe for financial services, and Wall Street here in New York, which is a hub for all sorts of investment banks and broker-dealers. Now, when you say 42,000 people, I mean, that's a significant number of folks. That means their jobs have been relocated to Salt Lake City, Tennessee, Poland, Mumbai, Baltimore, Dallas, Texas, Poland. What the theory is from what these firms are doing, and it's interesting, as a recruiter, sometimes we're like the canary in the coal mine. You get a sense of what's happening before it happens. You're kind of in the early stages. And we've been feeling rumbles of this for a while, where companies trying to tighten their belt, cut costs, are moving their positions to lower cost areas. And if you think about it, it makes sense. A lot of these firms, and we talked about this in Compliancex a lot on some of our videos, where due to new rules and regulations, challenging business environments, challenging economics, banks are trying to figure out what to do. They're laying off people, they're cutting costs, they're pulling out of certain areas, and then they're moving these jobs to other low-cost places. Now, how does that impact your job? Now, the obvious one is if you have to be relocated. Not very easy. Someone like myself who has wife, 2 kids, 2 dogs, 2 cats, not so easy to pull you out of school and move. So a lot of folks maybe doing it under duress. Others have to take a package, or maybe don't get any package and just are out of work. Other times they will have to move, or a trend is emerging where the firms are looking to hire people directly in these places. And what's happening, these lower cost places, they're not getting the same talent. They're not even bothering to look for the same level of experience, and they're paying way cheaper. Because let's face it, in the city, in London, and in New York City, Wall Street, even though they say Wall Street, it's no longer Wall Street, it's all Midtown now. So in Midtown, the rents are ridiculous, and the way you have to pay people is extreme because it's so expensive to live in the tri-state area. New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, for those outside of this space. And in England, in London, from what I understand, is just, if not more expensive. So between the taxes, between the real estate, between the cost of salaries and compensation, it's almost like a no-brainer for these firms. Let's move everybody to cheaper places.